Damn, that last video was not supposed to blow up like that, but thanks for that. Now, when most people picture themselves in the future, many would imagine that they'd have a decent job to help hold down the fort and continue to barely survive in this fuckfest that we call an economy. While some people would decide to go to college to spend money and make next to none of it back, and others go to technical college to accomplish the same thing but for less of the cost, or hell, even joining the family business fresh out of high school, I had the very bright idea to work for a food truck for my foreseeable future. For the last 2 years, I worked on a food truck for a company that won't be named, because if this video decides to also blow up, I might get a swift kick to the dick and given a pink slip.
Ah, damn! You got to be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off.
Let me tell you something. Working on a food truck can either be one of the most chillest experiences or the most stressful, with no in between. With a normal run-of-the-mill food truck, you have to deal with cramped spaces and boiling heat, but for the company I work for, shit, you're gonna have to amplify that by like 4 margins. Now do me a favor real quick. I want you to picture a normal food truck and what it looks like on average. Good. Now imagine if the people running that truck wanted to be presented as the most self-respecting and organized food truck on this side of the state, and that's my place of work. And that's not saying it's a bad thing or anything. It's damn sure better than the last 2 places I worked at beforehand. My current job is probably the best place for someone of my caliber, but don't get me wrong, even though this job is probably the chillest I've had so far, I still have some gripes that I need to get off my chest. So let me just ramble real quick and hope that some of y'all motherfuckers don't instantly unsubscribe. Like I said before, temperatures inside of a food truck tend to be pretty high up there. Luckily, the place I work at has multiple built-in AC units on the roof, so in theory, it should provide the 5 to 8 workers inside at any given time an adequate amount of cool air, right? Nah, fuck no. Let me tell y'all, these shits don't work for dick. Every time we try to turn one on, we get nothing. It doesn't help that the knobs have long since vanished to the damn shadow realm. You will have instances of people wondering why the hell it's so damn hot, and then when they go to cut on the AC, they'll realize it's on, but the most minuscule amount of air will be coming out of them bitches, and you'd be wondering what the fucking purpose of them were to begin with if they're doing fuck all. Speaking of faulty equipment, it seems as if the owners of the truck are on some Mr. Krabs fuckery, because it seems like they are actively refusing to fix anything on that damn Doommobile until the literal last minute. I'm not sure if I'm legally allowed to say this, but I think not even 3 months ago, I was working on shift when one of the 3 old ass fryers decided to let sparks fly like it was the damn 4th of July, which resulted in a fire on the truck. And you wanna know what caused that shit to happen to begin with? It was because one of the fryers were so damn old, the wiring literally gave out. I didn't even know that was possible. And that's how after 2 years, we got new sets of fryers at last. Last time I checked, I signed up to be making food, not becoming. If I wanted to be blacker than I already am, I would have oiled myself up and laid on the concrete in the middle of July. And of course, you can't have a food truck video without me talking about the experiences I've had with customers. Now, before my current job, I worked at both Lee's Chicken and Kroger's, so I already know firsthand what it's like dealing with other people. But for some reason, whenever we go to these backwater towns, it's like the people decide to shut off all of their critical thinking skills. I'm telling you now, if you ever decide to work in fast food or retail, you will notice just how idiotic some people are when they decide to step their bum asses out of their front doors. Now, because the company I work at has a reputation for going above and beyond to provide favorable customer experiences, we like to set up our order takers outside under a giant tent with sauces and coolers surrounding them. You would think that people would see the giant red signs saying where to place your order and get sauces, but I guess these people must go blind the minute they step foot out of their vehicles, because they will deadass walk past both order takers and the sauce person and the last red sign and stand in front of the window and look at the people inside the truck Like, hello, you just bypassed the last possible opportunities for your order to be taken, yet you're staring at me like I'm somehow magically gonna be able to take your order without a damn register. Oh, and on another note, if I have another motherfucker walk up to me at the register and ask, is this where I order? That will be the day you see me on the news for 10 counts of aggravated assault. No sane human being walks up to the employee with an obvious giant register and menu and wonder, man, I wonder if this is the place where I'm supposed to have my order taken. Nah, I'm just gonna walk to the window instead. If you think the levels of ignorance ends there, you'd be entirely fucking wrong. Usually we have people dedicated to giving the customers sauces, but most of the time we don't have enough free bodies, so we'll move the sauces next to the window. You would think it'd be easy for any normal person to spot the giant tower of red bins with assortments of multicolored sauces, right? Wrong again, fuck nigga. Like I said before, it's like people cut off their brains when they go outside. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've had people ask me where the sauces were while standing literal inches away from it. You think these people develop tunnel vision in between the times of ordering their food and receiving it from the window. The amount of willpower it takes not to scream that it's next to your head, you dumb fuck, is astronomical, buddy. I don't think I can do this no more. Now, being on a food truck, we have a limited amount of menu items compared to our physical location. So we'll only be able to sell the bare essentials of our brands. To help the customers in line, we have 3 extra copies of this menu so they know exactly what our truck has to offer them. But that doesn't stop them from ordering some shit that we do not have on the menu. If all we have are regular and spicy sandwiches along with nuggets and fries, why the fuck are you asking for grilled chicken? Do you think we have room for a griller on that small ass truck? Do you look me in the eyes and say you want me to materialize chicken out of thin air? Go on, do it. I fucking dare you. You won't say that shit to my face. Don't even get me started on the situation when it comes to our drinks. We have 6 drinks and they're all bottled. It's clearly listed on the multiple menus that we have, but we still have people walk up being like, can I get a Dr. Pepper and a milkshake? No sir, actually you can't, but what I can give you is a map leading to the nearest Zaxby's. Please fuck off. It's not that I'm trying to be an asshole, but when you hear the same shit 60 times over the course of 12 hours, you're gonna have some built up frustration, and eventually you're gonna have to wonder if these people were to look at their family trees, would it go in a straight line? Now, this video is already long enough, and my lazy ass does not want to edit much more. At this point, I couldn't give less of a fuck, so I'm just gonna do a quick PSA for all the extra dumbasses in the back. If you pull up to a place where a food truck is gonna be for the day and you see people unloading stuff from the box truck, we're not open yet. If you see the van used to transport the employees to the site and you don't see anything else there, we're not open yet. And finally, if you see that the very obvious and ginormous bright red truck that's used to make literally everything isn't there yet, we're not open, buddy. Now, keeping all of those in mind, if you still choose to actively get out of your car, walk up to the transit van and ask if we're open yet, kill yourself!